Logitech Brio 4K webcam right over here. And I have to say this is one very large step up from the camera of my MacBook. And you can easily attach this to just about anything that you can attach a camera to, because it has this little wire inside that you can attach it to. So it's very simple to use. There's actually just the camera here and then the light that says it's working. And the only other thing you have here is the USB-C cord that you can easily connect to your laptop or your MacBook. I have a MacBook in this case. It even has a little clamp that you can use to clamp it onto your laptop. But I like to use this small rig for that right here. Let's attach that and see the quality you can actually get from this one. Okay, so you can see my studio setup here. This is the clamp from the small rig, my laptop we're looking at right now. And there's the other camera that I'm using. So this is actually the quality that you can get from the Logitech camera. That's why I use it for my toy studio, which I can set up to record these. So sometimes I use my separate camera, and sometimes I will use this as a second camera, and I'm always using this for video calls where I don't want to set up my entire studio. Now let's switch that to the camera on my laptop, where you can see the difference in quality really coming in. This is the camera from my laptop right over here, and just let me set up the same angle from my Brio. You can already see it has a much wider angle here, because you can see all the lights now. And this is even a setting you can select within the Brio app. You can download that on your laptop or your Mac. Just install it, and then you can set all these settings to your webcam. Now the main advantage is here that it's 4K, so it's actually in HD quality, which you won't get from your laptop camera. So that's already a big step up. Now let's look at that in a bit more detail here. One of the main advantages is it has this auto light correction, because otherwise the lights would be way too bright. So whichever setting you have, if you have natural light coming into your house or you use lights like I do, this thing will auto correct itself for the right light. Also, the speaker is a lot better than the inbuilt speaker of your laptop. But if you're serious about vlogging, for example, I would suggest to get a separate mic. It does have quite a good noise cancelling technology. Its dual omnidirectional mic suppresses the background noise, so you can be heard clearly. So this is definitely good enough for Zoom calls or online meetings where I just want a little bit of better image and sound quality. It can record up to 90 frames per second, and of course stream as well, and this lets you do that in any light condition that you want. It also has high dynamic range or HDR technology, which helps to auto adjust to make sure that every picture looks its best. And this is especially handy if you have constant changing light in the room. This thing is really good with that. So if you have like a large window and it's cloudy outside, but sometimes the sun comes through, then this will autocorrect really fast. So if you have a little money to invest in a separate webcam, or you want this to be your second camera for vlogging, then this is an awesome product. And Logitech just has one of the best reputations in the business. So if you either want to attach this to an official camera rig or just clip it onto your laptop, which goes over your normal camera that's right on top, then this is a very easy to use product. Even though my MacBook has a pretty good camera built right into it, this thing really is so much better. And if you're looking to go 4K because you're working from home right now, like a lot of us have had the opportunity to do more and more recently, then this is the one to get. Hi, I'm Joost, and today I'm testing this little varifocal lens USB camera to my DSLR, which I'm recording with right now. And I'll also throw in my Brio USB camera, because that's also a USB webcam for good measure. So let's see how these three perform side by side. Okay, so I have the three cameras right here. The USB varifocal lens camera that we're testing. I also have the DSLR camera, it's a Panasonic Lumix, and I have the Brio webcam also for good measure. Now, as you can see, the light intake of the varifocal USB camera is just a little bit less than that of the DSLR camera, but it's still pretty good. And the light intake of the Brio USB camera is a lot more. Now, of course, you can't focus the Brio camera as much as the varifocal lens camera. You can set the focus just a little bit in the Brio software on desktop, but it's nowhere near the focus you can get with the varifocal lens. And I think the varifocal USB camera really holds its own here. The quality is not as good as the DSLR, but the focus is really cool and it's really awesome for vlogging, I think. A lot better than most of the other webcams where you get, well, a way too wide of an angle and also not the focus you want on your face. So you get just the whole room in focus, whereas the varifocal camera is just a lot more focused on your face or on the object that's most closest to the camera right here. And of course, you can change the settings where you want the focus to be. So I think the varifocal camera, which is a lot cheaper than the DSLR, does a really great job here.